Well, hello, YouTube. It's me, Tri-State EDC. It's Christmas Eve in the afternoon. I skipped my family gathering for this, but you're going to find out why I skipped my family gathering for this real quick, right quick, in a hurry, because this is from Blade HQ. Recently, there was a drop of mini goblins. I missed the drop. I didn't miss it. I was there, but I got screwed, as one does on a drop of such limited quantity. I don't want to talk about it. But I bought this to make myself feel better about myself. And I do. All of a sudden, I feel great. So we're going to dive in, dig in, together, right now. That's right, this is a mystery box from Blade HQ. Not so much a mystery. This is my Koenig Arius, Gen 2. This knife is like 8+ years old. Flat grind, CTS 204P on the blade. It's a great knife, I love it. But I don't use it, one, because it's old and they don't make this kind of knife anymore. And two, because it's not a very good user. It's really thick behind the edge. It doesn't really cut really well. It's got a lot of things going against it. You know what I mean? So I decided to take matters into my own hands and deal with the problem. Since I couldn't buy a mini goblin, what I bought was another Arius. And I know. Wow, Tri-State. Must be nice being rich. I'm very poor. It's because I spend all my money on knives. Nothing left in there. Sorry, Kimchi. Kimchi's here. There he is. Huh? Kimchi, what do you think? Do you think your father's insane? Do you think your papa is a crazy boy? Spending all of this money, all the mortgage money on pocket knives? What do you think, bud? Okay. Good talk. Love you too. Oh boy. It's something I've been meaning to do for a long time, so it's not like it was a wild spur of the moment thing. It's something I've thought about for a long time, and I think the mini goblin drop failure was what pushed. It was the last straw. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. So pop her open. That's right. M390 burnished with PF. I don't know what that means. Smooth. October 11th. So a few months old. Very nice. The packaging's impeccable. Big, juicy, fat box, magnetic clasp. Even though you can't hear the magnetic clasping. We have a cleaning cloth, and inside, swaddled like a newborn babe, we have a Gen 4 Arius. Something I've wanted for a long time. Again, I just never had the reason, never felt the need until now. Now, this is plain Jane. Now, my old one's got the blue backspacer and the blue hardware. This is plain Jane, and that's because I bought this to be a user. A lot of you might be saying to yourself, wow, Tri-State, a $700+ user? You must be crazy. Yeah, I am. It's also a tax write-off, so leave me alone. Size comparison. PM2, pair of 3. It's a hair longer than a PM2 opened up, or closed. Closed. Quarter of an inch longer. So it's a good size knife. Like, the full-size Arius is not small, just letting you know. Let's pop her open. Boom. There we go. Now we're talking. Titanium backspacer, titanium clip, full titanium build, tons of internal milling to keep the weight down. Steel lock bar insert, love it. This is ice cold. Very clearly has been in a mail truck for a while. But the big difference between what I have here and what we have here is the grind. This is a hollow ground M390 blade. And I'm really hoping that makes this a usable knife for me. Again, this old one did not cut for shit. It didn't. It just didn't. I'm really hoping this one does. So, other than the grind, there are very few changes. We have a slight change to the flipper tab. So we used to have this kind of hook-shaped flipper tab. These days we have the more, I don't even know what to call this shape, but we went from the hook shape to this jimped nipple? Are we calling it a nipple? Is that what we're calling that? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I just like knives. But size-wise, same size as the OG. There is the PM2. Again, longer, big knife. It is not a small knife. And a pair 3, obviously longer, So there you go. Good size. Still a good size for EDC. Super comfortable. Contour titanium scales, all that good stuff. But it is a beautiful thing. I think this is one of those knives, it's like either you love it or you hate it. Either you're like, wow, that's hot, or you're like, that's disgusting. Why would anyone pay that much money for that? I'm in the that's a beautiful thing camp. I got to be honest with you. You know, it's a bulbous design. It's kind of smooth and flowing and all that good stuff. But I don't know. It looks good. It looks good to me. It really does. Maybe I drank the Kool-Aid. I don't know. Ergos in hand. Yeah, choke back, easy 4-finger grip, full-size knife, thumb. You have a nice little thumb ramp back here. There's no jimping, but that's fine. I'm locked in. No hot spots, no pinch points. Ergos are to die for. It is exceptionally comfortable. Nestle in behind the flipper tab, thumb out on the blade. Yeah. Feels good. Again, no hot spots, no pinch points. Everything lands in the right place. I'm not out of place. I'm not stretched. Everything feels so good right here. Now, we have a big choil right here. I would call that a sharpening choil and not a finger choil, only because I have little skeleton fingers, and it's tight. I can choke up right about here, and that feels good. No issues. Thumb in that choil. It feels good. If you have fat fingers, you're not going to like it. You're going to be scared. You know, that's another change. I got to tell you, look at the OG. That choil has gotten much bigger, double the size, and that's an excellent improvement. So shout out Koenig for that little ditty right there. Yeah, no, I can totally choke up. If I go way out, it's a little sketchy. I'm touching the edge with my finger right here. But if I'm back here, yeah, it feels good. It feels good. It's really comfortable. It's such a comfy knife. It really, really is. All right. Lockup, of course, is super solid. No issues there at all. Now then, action on ceramic bearings. I don't know where they're sourcing their bearings. We have internal blade stops. But it is exceptional. The detent is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I didn't do pinch grip. Pinch grip? Can I pinch grip it? I can. It's a bad blade shape for it. I'm going to give it a 65, 70% of the day. Pencil grip, sorry. Pencil grip's nice. Pencil grip's really nice. 85, 90% of the day. That's really good. So, sorry. Skip that. Anyway, can we get back to the action? Because, wow. Oh, and the acoustics. Thumb flick, amazing. Reverse flick, incredible. Flipper, amazing. They're all incredible. There's no bad. It's so perfectly dialed, no matter how you actuate it. Oh my God. It's a religious experience. It's a sexual experience. It is absurd how good this knife is. Holy Christ. It's one of the ultimate grails of all time for a reason. It's just so good. It's so good. It's like it's the guiding light in the EDC world for other good knives to follow behind. And if the Chinese companies figure out how to balance a detent this well, how to balance acoustics, detent, and ergos this well, it's kind of game over for America. China, turn your computers off. It's exceptional. The action's amazing. The lockup's it's so solid. Everything about it is so solid, so crisp. The acoustics, listen to this. Oh, you get a nice ting out of that hollow grind. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, I do not regret my purchase. It's funny, the morning after I bought this, I was like, what a fucking idiot. Why did I buy a third Koenig? I don't regret it at all. Like, not even a little bit. I really don't. I'm very pleased with my purchase. We have to cut something. M390, Bowler M390, hollow ground, really thick blade stock, like crazy thick blade stock on these, but crazy tall hollow grind. I bet you she'll cut. Let me grab some paper. Will it cut? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, like a dream. American-made bliss. You know. God. This is what happens when a company just focuses on one model and puts all their time and their effort into one model. And their one goal is to make that one model as perfect as they possibly can. Koenig's one of the few companies that has done that. Hinderer, for whatever reason, decided at a certain point that enough was enough and they didn't need to improve anymore, so they just started adding new models with the same old crappy build quality. Benchmade's done the same thing. Spyderco's, doing their own thing, but there's nothing like a Koenig. There really isn't. This is my third Koenig, and I regret none of them. Which is rare. I have a lot of regrets in my life. Buying a Koenig one time, two times, three times is not one of them. Links down below. These are available right now, which is absurd of me to say that you can just go buy a Koenig right now. That's insane. That you can just go to Blade HQ right now, links down below, first link in the description, and buy a Koenig Arius. I'd recommend it. $750, something like that. Future me, I don't know. It's incredible. Buy one for yourself. Thank me later. Links down below. Like the video, comment, subscribe, become a channel member, Patreon member. Hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.